Hey, Fightin' Phils fans, thanks for tuning in here at America's Classic Ballpark. I'm Emily Messina, bringing you all the action in today's contest. Your Reading Fightin' Phils against the visiting Portland Sea Dogs, the Boston affiliate. Reading fell to the Sea Dogs yesterday 6-1, but they took the first game, so we are split action here. Reading looking for a lead in the series tonight. An absolutely gorgeous night at America's Classic Ballpark. The sky a little sticky, a little dense right now, so we'll see if the ball holds up in the air or as the sun sets, as it cools off tonight, if maybe the balls will start to fly out of the park. The wind is pushing out right now about 10 miles an hour out to center field. There is some rain on the forecast. I don't think it's going to hit us here in Reading until about 9:30, so hopefully we should be wrapped up. That's by the way that we've been playing 2:09 and 2:17 back-to-back times for the game. The Fightin' Phils run out. They take the field. And we'll throw it down as Portland takes the line for the singing of our national anthem to start off today's Wednesday night contest here at America's Classic Ballpark.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now, representing Kissinger's Church, please welcome Pastor David Reinwald, who will perform our national anthem. Oh, sweet and Lucy, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last beam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we launched, words of talent we speak, and the rocket's red glare, the conquered singing air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
Fantastic national anthem here by Pastor David Reinwald, who's joining us on Celebrate Your Faith night here at the ballpark as your Reading Fightin' Phils take on the Portland Sea Dogs. A kind of rubber match as we get into game number 3 of the series. Of course, this is a long 6-game set. We'll be here through Sunday night, but the teams are tied at 1 win apiece, and both of them are throwing, kind of part bullpen, part starter pitchers today. So it's kind of even out there as both teams actually with the same record as well, 25 and 34. It'll be righty Brian Van Bell for the Sea Dogs versus righty Bubby Rossman on the mound warming up for the Fightin' Phils. Now, we've seen Rossman getting that spot start a number of times this season. This will be number 5 for the righty, and he's really held his own out there. So I'm excited to see how he settles in today's contest. He's been pretty solid in the month of June, just a 1.80 ERA, and in the month of May, a 2.03. So certainly settling in over his past about 18 and a third innings or so. Has not allowed a run since June 4th, so almost 10 days, and even then that was just one of them. So excited to see how Bubby pitches. I think he'll probably hover around 30, mid-30s, so we'll see if he gets 2 frames, perhaps stretch him out to 3, depending on the pitch count. Most likely 2. Van Bell, we'll have to see what Epperson does on the Portland side. But Bubby will get the start. He'll be throwing to Jack Conley back behind the plate as Logan Occamy is the designated hitter in today's contest. Vito Friesha will take left field, Jalen Ortiz in center, and Hunter Marquart gets the start out in right. Sal Gasso over at the hot corner today, Guzman and Vicuña, your middle infielders, and Josh Occamy, of course, over at first. It's Mitch Tresiak back behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes in tonight's contest. Rossman leans over, he gets the sign back from Jack Conley. These guys are roommates all the time on the road. Some roomie power going on for Portland. He also made some incredible plays in center field and really just kind of was the game changer for Portland in last night's contest. You take him out of the mix, it would have been tied. He takes a first pitch strike from Bubby. Now, Portland and Reading already met once this season. Each team has won 4 games. Rossman hits 97 with some heat upstairs. And the count moves to 0-2. These two specific have never met since Rafaela hasn't played so many games, with the Portland Sea Dogs being called up. Rossman with the 0-2, upstairs outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Reading's had solid crowds back-to-back nights, the highest in AA, with 6,398 on Tuesday and 5,676 last night here at the ballpark. Rafaela gets a piece of it. Rossman hits 97 once again. And the count will stay at 1-2. Hudson Potts, Castellanos, and then Hudson Potts. That's the switch in today's order. Then Tyrique Reed and Christian Koss, followed by Dearden, Cottom, and Sogard, 7 through 9. Rafaela takes the ball outside, and the count now moves to 2-2. Rossman always facing out in left field, using his entire body for momentum. This is lined up the third base side. Gazzo jumps for it. Can't get to it, trickling all the way to the corner. Here's the throw by Freesia, the tag by Gazzo, and it's not in time. A triple by Rafaela as he dives in, and now Sean's going to come out. What a throw by Vito Freesia. I mean, that was a bullet out of left field. And Sean's going to get up to Trezak, the home plate umpire who made the call. A little frustrated to start off this contest. And the crowd supporting the Armphil's manager right then and there. Freesia looking for yet another outfield assist on the season. Reading's catchers playing the outfield have had quite a number of them, but Freesia on his own has had 3 so far this season. So Bubby's going to have to work with a runner on third. There is one out here as he sees Pedro Castillanos. Line drive right into the glove of Kevin Vicuña, who's playing in. And that is a huge out number 2 for Bubby Rossman and the Fightin' Phils. Bubby has really stayed put in this game. If we watch this back, he gets it off the end of his bat, and even though Kevin is playing in, he makes a nice vertical jump and nabs it out of the sky. And here is Hudson Potts with a runner on third and 2 away. Nobody can stop Rafaela in this series. 2 home runs yesterday, now a triple today, his first of the season. Potts takes a strike to start off this at-bat. The sun is peeking through the clouds right now, shining all over the field. Rossman gives a look over at third. Now he comes home. Chopped. Gazzo all the way across the diamond, and that'll do it. And Bubby Rossman gets out of the inning with no damage done. Scoreless into the bottom half. Your Fightin' Phils will have the opportunity to get on the board first here in Reading. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
3-3. Your Honda Pilot is parked illegally and will be towed if not moved. Thank you. Leading off for the Arc Bills, the left fielder.
Here we go into the bottom of the first inning, scoreless in baseball town. Bubby Rossman got us through a clean first, and he did it on just 11 pitches, which we love to see, stranding a runner on third base. It'll be Vito Freesia leading us off. He's been the cleanup hitter past couple nights. Jack Conley, Jalen Ortiz, and Logan Occamy in that DH spot batting fourth. Freesia takes the first pitch ball here from Brian Van Bell, making his first Double-A start here tonight. Ground ball left side, Koss, the third baseman, over to first. And there's out number one. So it's Koss and Hamilton on the left side of the infield, Sogard and Potts on the right side. Tyler Dearden out and left, that guy Rafael in center. We've seen Rafaela make a lot of plays for Portland this series already, and Pedro Castillanos in right. Van Bell will be throwing to Cole Cottom, who's back behind the plate tonight. And here is Jack Conley. Your catcher tonight puts the bat on his right shoulder and takes the ball outside. Van Bell was a starter all last season in High A Greenville, 18 starts. Now, when he started in Greenville off the season, he had a couple of starts, a couple of relief appearances, but he's going to join the Sea Dogs starting rotation now as Jack sends this into the stance. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. A really solid season last year. Red Sox minor league pitcher of the month. Conley, a slow roller over to third. Again, this is Koss. Back-to-back 5 threes in your scorebook if you're keeping track along with me. And with 2 quick outs, here is Jalen Ortiz. Tries to stop himself from swinging, and he gets a little piece of it. It chops itself right past the pitcher onto the second baseman, and 3 ground outs. Down go the Fightin. So quickly back into the second scoreless here at America's Classic Ballpark. Bubby Rossman due up for his second frame in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Craft Plus Company, Milton Hershey School, back to 16-7. St. Andrew's United Methodist Church, St. Lawrence Women's Club, St. Peter's UCC, St. Peter's UCC Tremont, St. Constantine and Helen.
Bubby Rossman needed just 11 pitches to get out of the first inning. Van Bell needed just 6. Rossman will see Christian Koss. Nope, that's not true. Tyrique Reed, then Christian Koss. And finally, Tyler Dearden, if 3 is just the minimum that Rossman is trying to see. He did allow a triple in the first, but got out of it completely clean. So here we go into the top of the second. Scoreless at America's Classic Ballpark. The sun is shining as Tyrique Reed takes a first pitch ball. Didn't play in yesterday's contest as he drives this out to center field. Bouncing in front of Ortiz is the baseball. And heading down to first is Tyrique Reed. The Sea Dogs will start off the second with a runner on and nobody out here for Christian Koss. Now, yesterday, Reading grounded out into double plays 5 times, and the Sea Dogs did so 3 times. So 8 ground ball double plays in the whole contest is pretty insane, and that's probably why the game was only 2 hours and 17 minutes long. Reading had just 4 hits on the night, and Portland had just 8. They just had home runs crushed. So we'll see if maybe Rossman can use one of those double play balls to get out of the frame. He's had 2 so far this summer. Bubby dropping his ERA under 4, 3.94 with the clean first inning. With Tyrique Reed over at first, he doesn't have a stolen base on season. Here's Christian Koss, the 0-1. He checks the swing, but he doesn't go around. 1 ball and 1 strike. .77 degrees and sticky and humid. The wind kind of dying down out in center field. Rossman kicks and fires. 98 out of Bubby, putting himself right in the mix with McKinley, Moore, and Ofrady Gomez. And highest velocity pitchers on the team. Honestly, Mike Adams, Billy Sullivan have really gotten up there as well. This is a line drive right to Josh Occamy. He steps on first and he doubles up Tyrique Reed. What a play by Josh. Awareness of the game. And he makes an incredible defensive play to put 2 outs on the board. Well, that's not exactly how I was imagining the double play to go down, but you know, we'll take it. Unassisted double play by Josh Occamy. Puts 2 on the board here. And here's Tyler Dearden. Slow roller foul into the Arphils dugout. Bat boy Briar Henson making the play. This is lofted down into left center. Ortiz chasing Freesia as well, but it's going to be Vito who gets his hand on the baseball. And a 1-2-3 frame. Facing the minimum is Bubby Rossman. As we head into the bottom half, Reading an opportunity once again to get on the board first here in Baseball Town.
Logan Occamy.
Here we go into the bottom of the second after a quick inning to start off the top half. Logan Occamy drills this fastball down the left field line, but it is just foul, much to the dismay of the crowd. And he's got a strike to his name here against the righty Ryan Van Bell, who needed just 6 pitches to get out of the first. Occamy sends this foul back behind home plate. Got to give a huge congratulations to Logan, the Phillies' number 4 prospect, who entered the MLB Pipeline's top 100 today as Jose Miranda graduated off the list. So every time somebody gets that service time in Major League Baseball, they move off the prospect list and somebody else comes up. And this time it's Logan Occamy, and we're very excited for him. Obviously, well-deserved entrance into that prospect list. And he's been having an awesome season for Reading. So look forward to see where he goes and follow him, as long as his career takes him. Here's the 0-2 by Van Bell. Sends it foul again. 4 straight foul balls off the bat of Logan. Working against Van Bell here in his first Double-A start. 6.14 ERA in High A Greenville as Logan takes one above the letters. 1-2 the count. 58 2/3 innings pitched. Walked just 8 to strike out 55, though. That's really incredible command. Here's the 1-2 from Van Bell. It's in the dirt. Logan, if anybody can walk, it's certainly Logan and the next guy up, Josh Occamy, as he evens the count 2-2. Van Bell faces home plate. He's got the glove over his face. Now he turns his body, a big kick with his left leg, and he gets Occamy to chase down in the dirt. There's out number 1, his first strikeout here, as Josh Occamy heads up with 1 away. This is game number 60 of 138 on the season. Just 10 more days until we wrap up the first half. Currently, we are 43% of the way done this season. A lot down, but certainly a lot left to go, and I'm looking forward to all of you joining me near and far on the trips. Appreciate you tuning in. First pitch ball to Josh Occamy. The second one he takes foul. 1-1 the count. Nice crowd here at the ballpark for Celebrate Your Faith night. We've got a pre- and post-game concert today as well. Josh takes a pitch below the knees, 2-1. The pool is completely full out there and right, as is the left field deck, and of course our 67 club. Infield, outfield, back deep. A little bit of a shift on the lefty batter. The 2-1 is fouled back, and now it's 2-2. Not as aggressive as sometimes that you might see. David Hamilton is a couple steps off of second base, and Koss is playing back deep. I wouldn't quite put him in the shortstop position, but he's not closer to third by any means. Josh from the left side. Here's the 2-2 out of Van Bell, and he takes this out to right field. Way back is this ball, and Castillanos is there to rob him. Oh, man, that just hung up in the sky today. Talked about that humidity earlier and how that dense air can kind of stop something in its tracks. And I think that it's what it did right there to Josh Occamy as he pulled the ball. It almost landed in the pool. And a long fly ball is out number 2, much to everyone's dismay. Here is 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Kevin Vicuña, who takes a first pitch strike. Kevin taps it foul. 0-2 the count. Manager Sean Williams down the third base line. And first base coach Mike Jones today and every day. Reading's got somebody warming up in the bullpen, so it doesn't seem like they'll give Rossman another frame. He only has 19 pitches under his belt, but he hasn't thrown more than 2 innings of work. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 0-2 to Kevin Vicuña, and he strikes out swinging. Scoreless, 3-2 in Reading. To the top of the third we go in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Heading into the top of the third scoreless here in Baseball Town, we have a pitching change as coming out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen is Billy Sullivan. On for the top of the third, he'll see Cole Cottom, Nick Sogard, and David Hamilton. Cottom pumps this foul. I do have a special guest on with me today from PA Virtual Charter School. Why don't you introduce, I always introduce you. Why don't you introduce yourself this time?
Sure. I'm Sheik Mia. I handle the marketing there, but I'm also the summer camp counselor, so I'm the camp director there. And we'll be doing a bunch of fun stuff. Obviously, I mean, right now, if you're looking for a school for your child, anywhere from kindergarten to 12th grade, especially cyber education, you can check us out at pavirtual.com. But the biggest thing we have going on right now is a free summer camp starting Tuesday, going all the way through mid-July, so it's for 4 weeks, and it's totally free to go.
Sullivan comes set, the 0-2 fouled back, we'll go again. People love summer camp, and you get to do it now as a career, but I actually think your summer camp sounds pretty awesome. So it's one thing, first of all, free. Okay,
Absolutely.
You're looking to sign your kids up, get something to do, part fun, part educational, and it's free. That's pretty much the way to go, as Cottom fouls back the fourth pitch in a row. But my favorite part is you guys partner with us here, so next Friday when we're on the road, you guys are taking a big virtual tour of the park, so you don't even have to get up and leave. You can see the ballpark from your home.
Absolutely. So what we do...
Here's the 0-2 driven out to right field. Marquart on the run back. He makes the catch. There's out number 1, and here's Nick Sogard.
Yeah, so what we do is every weekday at 11 a.m. we'll have something going on for our summer camp, different activities for kids. And one of the things that we like to do is go to places and bring the activity to you. So a lot of people don't get a chance to come to somewhere like here with the Fightin' Phils and check out all the behind the scenes of the stadium.
Sullivan hits the knees for a first pitch strike, goes off speed 86.
So what we do is just bring the tour and bring everything that is behind the scenes at the stadium, everything from the bullpen to what's happening like in the stands to how a game day actually happens.
This is fouled back by Sogard, and Sullivan's got him down 0-2.
Right in your living room. So all you have to do is log in. You don't have to be a PA virtual student. You don't even have to be a resident of Pennsylvania. All you have to do is just sign up, and that way we're able to give you a secure link for your kids to attend.
And what's cool about it is even if you've been here to America's Classic Ballpark, as Sullivan comes home with the 0-2, another ball to Hunter Marquart. This one's going to drop in for a base hit, though. And Sogard's going to get himself down to first with one out, back to the top of the order with David Hamilton. Even if you've been to this ballpark quite a number of times, you're going to see more on this tour than you would come see as a fan. So like you talked about, behind the scenes, the clubhouse, how the concessions work, all of those really fun things that you might not know about, even if you've come to the ballpark before.
Yeah, and especially this particular ballpark with what happens here and all the history that's here. A lot of people don't know that everything here represents something. It's whether it's a particular player card that's part of the Phillies Hall of Fame, to even the statue of the military dog tags that you have outside. So you get to learn some of the history as well, and all the things that you offer too beyond us. So
Sullivan goes over to first. Occamy puts the tag on, but it's not in time. Hamilton did show signs of bunt, but he pulled back for a ball. Now, one of my favorite things about you guys is, yes, you're doing Baseball Town this coming week, but you try to diversify all of the virtual programs that you have. So runner going, here's the pitch, it's pop foul, he's going to have to go back. So my family, we're kind of a whole mix of different interests. So I would love next week's program, but somebody like my sister probably wouldn't. And so you have different kind of programs to satisfy all different kinds of interests.
absolutely. And let me ask you, what is your sister into?
She'd probably be more into something arts,
So
something more maybe science perhaps.
So we actually have a gentleman, Larry Kowalski, who's going to be doing something next Monday. So not this Monday, but the following Monday.
Runner shuffles off, checking his swing is Hamilton.
He handles.
2-1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
He handles a lot of the artwork for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so he's actually going to teach kids how to draw not just football players and stuff like that, but Disney characters as well, because he does it for a living.
So that's a cool way to mix both of those passions. Sullivan comes home. Big swing and a miss by Hamilton. Sullivan goes off speed 2-2. Billy has not allowed an earned run since May 10th, which is well over a month here. And looks to keep that going with a runner on first and just one out. There's no score here in the top of the third inning. Here's a 2-2 from Billy, and it's sent foul. We'll go again. So in addition to being the summer camp, you're also kind of the marketing director for PA Virtual Charter School. What's that like?
So
kind of this stuff, you getting the word out?
Yeah, it's really interesting because when you think of marketing, you're thinking of like someone trying to sell you something. In our case, we have a program that we're a public school, but a lot of people don't know about us.
Sullivan gets a line drive out of Hamilton. On the run is Marquart. It bounces in front of him. Here's the throw by the right fielder. Stopping the ball is Jonathan Guzman, and now there's runners on the corners. Billy's in a jam here with just one out. It's Cedon Rafaela. So you guys also, right, you're a public school as well as the summer camp, so you kind of maybe ease yourself in, see what it's like in the summer camp, and then maybe think about something that you want to enroll in.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea if you are looking for another school. Once again, you could be part of the summer camp without having any interest in changing schools.
Runner going, fouled back by Rafaela.
But, we teach kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. We are a virtual program, but we have teachers who are assigned to every single class. We do live classes. We also have the flexibility if you want to take what we call asynchronous classes, where the classes are recorded, and you're able to do your classes when you need to at your own pace.
Runners on the corners, runner going again. Here's a throw, the perfect throw from Conley, and Vicuña doesn't realize that the runner is coming home. And Nick Sogard crosses the plate, and they do not get the out at second either. And so the Sea Dogs lead 1-0 here as a runner moves to second. Rafaela down 0-2 in the count, though.
Rough way to give up a run.
It's all part of it, and you just move on to trying to get the batter out here. Sullivan gets one foul into the stands. A great catch is made by a fan. And we'll have to go again, a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but our school, we provide everything that kids need. So we provide a laptop. We help parents pay for their internet access, since that's part of what you need for education. We provide all the materials they need. We provide electronic books, but also physical books.
Stretching is Raffaella. He tries to come up with a piece of Billy Sullivan's 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and he cannot. So there is out number 2 on the board, and here is Pedro Castillanos with a runner on second and 2 away. Sullivan trying to get out of the third with just 1 run of damage across the board.
You know what's frustrating? Sullivan's pitches have been looking great. It just seems like there's just been a bloop here, a bloop there.
1 run, not too much for the Fightin' Phils. Certainly early in the game, they can come back and try to get there. We're only in the top of the third. Fightin's trail 1-0 here. Sullivan pitches a ball here to Castellanos. Shuffling off the bag at second is David Hamilton, his 24th stolen base of the season, which is pretty incredible. He's only been caught 3 times. Billy gets a strike. Wide open stance by Castellanos, who lined out to the second baseman. Billy deals outside. So you guys also have some stuff going on in the plaza, so I know some of our fans listen in here at the ballpark. You actually have a table set up downstairs?
We do. So we actually have a raffle going on that where we're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. Some of the other prizes we're giving away are phone chargers that are able to be used by Android or Apple phone, and also tickets to an upcoming R-Phils game as well.
There you go. You can come out to the park if you enjoy the visual we're presenting with you here. Sullivan misses down and away. Leaning over, he gets the sign from the catcher, Jack Conley, with 2 outs on the board and a runner on second. The righty deals, sent into center field. Ortiz running in. It's going to drop in. The runner's coming home. Ortiz does not make a play at the plate. And scoring with ease is David Hamilton. And now Portland leads 2-0. Here is Hudson Potts.
First baseman number 11, Hudson Potts.
You want a batter? You want to take a batter? We're going to take a quick break as Matt Hockenberry comes out for a little bit of a mound visit, and we'll be right back in just a moment here on the R-Phils Radio Network. Hudson Potts up in the righty batter's box, shuffling off the bag is Castellanos here. 2 runs have already scored for the Portland Sea Dogs. They lead 2-0, top of the third. Sullivan looking to get out of this as he sends a first pitch strike into Hudson Potts. And goes off speed for strike number 2. Leaning over, getting the sign from Jack Conley. The stolen base allowed the first run to score, and then Pedro Castillanos singled in another run, but Billy Sullivan gets a big strikeout out of Hudson Potts on 3 pitches, and he gets the frame over. 2 runs do scored for the Sea Dogs. They lead here as we head into the bottom of the third, but it's Redding's turn to bat in just a moment. Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Reading's down by 2 as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Jonathan Guzman, Hunter Marquart, and Sal Gazzo due up here for the Fightin Phils. Uzi takes a ball and a strike to start things off. Brian Van Bell still out on the rubber. 21 pitches under his belt coming into this frame. And Guzzi takes a pitch outside. 2-1. Infield, outfield, back deep. Righty chops it foul into the opposing team's dugout, and the count moves to 2-2. Those international fireworks of Douglasville guys are out there. They're already setting up for the post-game fireworks show. We'll go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Guzman another foul ball into the cattle herder to third base side. Reading just looking for their first hit of the game, even a base runner here, as Guzman sends this deep in the hole to third. A diving Koss comes up with it, a perfect throw across the diamond. And Guzman, a heartbeat behind it, puts out number 1 on the board. A lot of plays in that hot corner today. That's why they call it that. Here's Hunter Marquart from the left side. Available to help out on the bench tonight if needed, as Marquart lays down a bunt, it rolls foul. 1-1 the count is Chris Sharp, Baldrum Corridor, and Wendell Rijo. We'll see if Marquart tries to lay down another bunt with just 1 strike under his belt. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to. And he shows signs, but it's a ball below the knees. The third baseman is playing a little bit back more than you'd think with someone trying to lay down a bunt. And he holds the bat on his shoulder as he takes ball number 3 inside. Van Bell. Glove at his face, now he comes down. Here's the offering to Marquart. He sends this sky high over to first base. Coming and making the catch is Hudson Potts. And there's out number 2 for the Fightin Phils. Inside, the switch hitter, batting from the left side, takes a ball to start this off. Gazzo usually bats opposite of whatever the pitcher is, so the righty Van Bell will have him in the lefty batter's box. He takes another ball inside, 2-0. We'll see if he shows any signs of bunt. Right now, he's held off on moving the bat since the pitches have been balls, but if something comes in, we'll have to see. takes this up in the air. It's foul. And the count moves 2-1. Somebody warming up in the bullpen for the R-Phils. Catching coordinator Bob Stumpo out there helping him warm up since the R-Phils have all 3 catchers in the game. Here's Van Bell, just missing outside, and the count moves 3-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The R-Phils trail to the Portland Sea Dogs, who have 2 runs on 5 hits. Reading nothing on the board as of yet. Van Bell in his Double-A debut has been holding them off pretty well. Here's the 3-1. Gazzo takes this high on the left side of the infield this time. Backing up is Koss and Hamilton, but it's Koss who makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Fightin' Phils go down through the top, through the lineup, all 9 straight, but we'll see if seeing the starter Van Bell a second time can get the juices flowing as they make a call to the bullpen for the top of the fourth. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Math, science, history.
You got 6. You gave it his best shot, Daniel, but you're tonight's league winner. Congratulations. You're taking home 4 tickets for July 2nd or July 3rd. Look at those fireworks. That's tonight's White Star, both the Fightin' team.
Now pitching on the Alberta University Golden Wolves bullpen, our full pitcher number 44, Tyler McKay.
A call from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here as we enter the top of the fourth in baseball town. Reading trails 2-0 to the Portland Sea Dogs, and Tyler McKay comes in to see Tyrique Reed, Christian Koss, and Tyler Dearden. In the top of the fourth, McKay has not allowed a run since he's been here with Reading in 3 appearances. He does hit Tyrique Reed in the elbow. Looks like he may have had a little Evo shield guard on there because it popped off kind of high velocity, and he seems fine. He jogs down to first on a free pass, so the Sea Dogs will start this frame with a runner on and nobody out here for Christian Koss. Christian Koss takes a ball outside. He lined into a double play his last time up. Wouldn't Tyler McKay love that this time? In the dirt, a good block by Jack Conley back behind the plate. 1-1 the count. Lights are back on here at the ballpark. The clouds are covering any kind of sun. It's a bit overcast right now. Big swing and a miss by Koss as McKay hits 93. A ball and 2 strikes. Just added to the Fightin' Phils roster on June 6th, so just 10 days here in Double-A. And he's really settled in well. Reed shuffles off the base pass. This is foul. Josh Occamy tracking it. In front of the Savage Auto Group dugout suite, he makes a basket catch in foul territory for out number 1. Here's Tyler Dearden. flew out to left his first time up. Portland scored both of their runs in the third, a stolen base by Nick Sogard and a RBI single from Pedro Castillanos plated the 2 runs in the contest. No walks issued by the R-Phil's pitching staff as the lefty Dearden takes the first pitch strike. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shuffling off the base pass at first. This is drilled up the first base line. Their coach has to dive to get out of the way. Good enough for strike 2. Foul ball. Off the bat of Tyler Dearden makes it 1-2. Now the first base coach saying something to Tyrique Reed, who's over at first. He hasn't stolen a base this season. And Dearden chases down and away for strike at number 3. And Tyler McKay puts out number 2 on the board. Tyler Reed forced to stay at first. Here's Cole Cottom.
Catcher number 25, Cole Cottom.
Cottom was the catcher in yesterday's game. He went 0 for 4 with a pair of double play groundouts and a strikeout. This ball gets away from Jack Conley, and Reed is going to move over to second, but there are 2 outs on the board. And McKay is going to head back on the rubber here after taking a moment. Deep breath. And he'll settle in on the first base side with the righty Cole Cottom in the box. Glove at the chest. McKay kicks and fires inside. 2-0 the count here with 2 outs on the board. Tyler trying to get out of this inning clean and put his team back up to bat. Prior to this contest, he pitched just 4 innings in a Fightin' Phil uniform. Batters were hitting 143 against him, and there's a called strike to Cottom. He did not issue a walk at all, and so he still hasn't issued one. A true reliever here in the Fightin' Phil's bullpen. Should see, I would think, 2 innings out of him, depending on the pitch count, as he sends ball 3 inside. 3-1 count. Reed out on second. Portland leads 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. And a pretty crowded Thursday night here in Baseball Town. Here's a 3-1 by McKay. It's in for a called strike, and the count is now full. We'll take a moment to check out how things are going around the system. Philadelphia leads Washington 3-0. Kyle Schwarber, a home run, his 17th of the season. Nick Castellanos, an RBI hit. McKay gets a line drive deep to Hunter Marquart. He makes the catch and he strands a runner on. And Tyler McKay is still clean here in Baseball Town as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Reading is going to need some offense.
Get ready to enjoy some solid gold hits next to Golden Oaks Landscaping.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phil's fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phil's fans, see an R-Phil's road game, meet with an R-Phil's player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phil's fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phil's at Erie, meet with an R-Phil's player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phil's fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Reading back to the top of the order the second time around that they'll see Brian Van Bell. So hopefully they'll be able to do some damage off him yet, as he has not allowed a base runner. It'll be Vito Freesia, Jack Conley, and Jalen Ortiz as Freesia takes a called strike down at the knees. Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing straight up here. Freesia takes this into left center. It's going to drop in for a base hit. What a way to start the frame as Freesia gets the R-Phil's first hit of the game here in the bottom of the fourth. Reading trails by just 2 to the Portland Sea Dogs, and here is Jack Conley.
Catcher number 37, Jack Conley.
Conley steps in. Now he takes a moment to step out. Cole Cottom rubbing his hands on the dirt. The Fightin' Phils have a runner on and nobody out here. Conley grounded out to third his last time up. Sea Dogs have 2 runs on 5 hits. They did both of them in the third inning, scoring on a stolen base and an RBI single by Pedro Castillanos, making it 2-0 as Conley fouls one back. Jack happy he was getting the start back behind the plate tonight. Seeing a lot of time in the outfield, that's where he's needed. Also just plays really good baseball out there as well as he sends another one out. 0-2. If we look at how many games he started in all different positions this season, he's caught, this is 13 so far this season. He's played left field 15 times, center 6, and right 8. Here's the 0-2. Jack takes this out to left center field. Dearden at the warning track. He camps under it and makes the catch. Freesia hustling back to first, and a long fly ball is out number 1. Jack crushed one out there in Tuesday's contest. I think he was hoping to do it again, but still probably will have 2 more at-bats in this contest as Jalen Ortiz comes up with one away. Jalen said he felt really good when he hit the ball out of the park in the top of the ninth, or the bottom of the ninth in yesterday's contest on the first pitch he saw from Modanier Mosqueda. Ortiz takes a ball. Vito Freesia over at first. He hasn't attempted to steal a base this season. Van Bell throws it over to first. Freesia dives back in safely. Bell kind of deep in a squat. Now he stands tall, comes home way inside. Ball gets away from Cole Cottom, but he's able to scrounge it up quickly enough that Vito Freesia stays on first. The long ball has been a tough problem for Van Bell. We'll see if Reading can take advantage of that as Jalen takes a called strike at the knees. Just his third season, technically second really playing, because he was signed as an undrafted free agent in 2020, and obviously we didn't have a season then, so played last year and now this year. Ortiz turns on one a little too far, it's foul. And the count is 2-2. Born and raised in Pembroke Pines, Florida, 25 years old. Oh man, today was his signing date. 2 years ago to this day, June 16, 2020. I'm sure that's a day you'll never forget. The 2-2, fouled back in the stands. Bounces up, there's a hustle for the souvenir, and Ortiz will keep his count. Went to the University of Miami. Played some college ball. And obviously the draft was shortened in that pandemic season. Ortiz fouls another one back. Looks like he fouled it off his foot, but he's able to walk it off a little bit. Philadelphia leads 7-0. They've added more runs since I last updated you. All 7 have come in the 3rd inning. Didi Gregorius a double, JT a single, Alec Boehm reaching on an error. And in 1 inning, they're pulling away from the Washington Nationals. Patrick Corbin on the mound for Washington. Zach Wheeler for the Phillies. Here's the 2-2 to Ortiz, and he takes a swinging strike. Back-to-back outs for the Fightin' Phils. Put 2 on the board here for Logan Occamy, your designated hitter, with Vito Freisha on first after leading off the bottom of the 4th with a single. Reading trails Portland 2-0, and Logan could change that on 1 pitch here. Gets a lot of cheers from the crowd, certainly a fan favorite. Righty takes a called strike to start off his at-bat. He struck out swinging his first time up against Van Bell. He'll make the necessary adjustments here for the 2nd at-bat. Freisha over at first. He's being held on by Hudson Potts. Van Bell out of the stretch. Occamy pops it up, coming over. The catcher caught him getting out of the way, but it ends up in the stands, a couple rows of seats back, maybe 3. And Occamy's going to get to go again, but with an 0-2 count. Leaning over, getting the sign from his catcher. Brian Van Bell stands tall. Runner on first, 2 outs. Logan Occamy holds up on a ball down and away. And the count moves to 1-2. Van Bell, the starter, up to 52 pitches here. No signs of life in the Portland bullpen. They like to leave their starters in as long as possible. Van Bell kicks and fires. Occamy, another pop-up back. Caught him, rips off his mask, but it ends up on the roof. The Arphil's throwing a bullpen game today, so we knew that they were going to use a lot of pitchers today, and they only used 2 yesterday. Just Jack Perkins out of the bullpen to sub in for James MacArthur. Logan Occamy in the box with a 1-2 count. Reading trails by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Freisha on first. Logan another foul ball back, and that was pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Good catch is made by a fan in blue box 1. Infield, outfield, back deep. That wind is pushing from right to left out of the park. Logan loves that left field Seidel Auto Group deck. Freisha shuffles off the bag at first. Logan sends this foul down the 3rd baseline. Fighting off these pitches by Van Bell. Patient at the plate, mature at the plate, trying to wait for his pitch. And he'll fight off the other strikes until he can. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. That's an easy one to choose not to take. And now the count is 2-2. Freisha singled to start off this inning. Back-to-back outs, put 2 on the board. Reading has just that 1 hit in this contest. They're only down by 2 runs. And it looks like Tyler McKay will come back for the top of the 5th. But Reading trying to do some damage. Here's the 2-2. And Logan takes a ball outside. And suddenly the count is full. Oh for 1 in today's contest. Just the 2nd at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on first, a payoff pitch. Logan drives it over the shortstop's head. It's going to drop in for a base hit. What a fantastic at-bat by the number 4 prospect. He works a 9-pitch at-bat for a base hit and keeps the inning moving along with 2 outs just right over Hamilton at short. And here is Josh Occamy with 2 runners on and 2 outs, and now Van Bell's going to have to go after a lefty. Quick mound visit by the Portland Sea Dogs. Cole Cottom quickly back behind the plate. The righty comes in the dirt. Cottom does a good job blocking it. And it's 1-0. Reading threatening for the first time today. They've got Freesia in second in scoring position out there. Logan Ohapi on first. Both of these guys pretty solid runners. Reading down by just 2 here in the bottom of the fourth, but would love to start chipping away at the lead. Josh Occamy sends this on the roof, and the count moves to 1-1. Josh flew out very deep to right field his first time up. I think another foot or so that would have ended up in the pool. The crowd wants to see it now. They are on their feet and clapping here for the lefty bat. Here's the 1-1. Back foot slider misses, 2-1. Josh has come up big for the Fightin' Phils. Can he do it again here with 2 runners on and 2 outs? Van Bell looks back. Now he comes inside. A called strike to Josh. I think he thought that was a little too far in, but he'll take it. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on here for the Fightin' Phils. Van Bell gets the sign from Cottom back behind the plate. Glove at the waist. Looks back at second. The righty comes home, and Josh takes this way out to right field. Back deep, it goes a long ball. Josh Occamy hits the roof. A 3-run home run puts the R-Phils on top. That's got to be the farthest ball we've hit this season. And with one swing of the bat, Josh puts the Fightins in the lead 3-2. You just see him lay it down and watch it go. Waving it goodbye as he says hi to the bullpen. That was a monster shot. And all with 2 outs, the Fightin' Phils have done this. Here is Kevin Vicuña, sends the first pitch he sees out to center field. On the run back is Rafaela. He makes the catch to end the inning, but the damage is done. Josh Occamy's 9th home run of the season puts the R-Phils in the lead 3-2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
An absolute monster shot into right field by Josh Occamy. A 3-run home run puts Reading on top 3-2 now. And Tyler McKay will come back for the top of the 5th with some run support and a lead here as he gets a blooping pop-up to third. Salgaso tracking back, makes a fantastic play for out number 1. Back to the top of the order here with David Hamilton. Hamilton shows signs of bunt, but it's a ball. He'll take it. Tyler McKay has hit a batter, but that's the only runner he's allowed in his inning and a third. Hamilton missed bunt, strike, 1-1. Wind blowing from right to left now. It's picking it up. Outside, Mrs. McKay. Playing in at third is Salgazzo. I'm not sure if we're going to see another sign of bunt here from Hamilton. He only has one strike to his name. McKay really just pitching out of the stretch here as the ball is fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. And now for certain, well, not for certain, but I'm going to say 99% chance that David Hamilton will not bunt with 2 strikes. You never know, I guess. Keeps the bat on his shoulder, and he fouls this one down the third baseline. Portland 2 runs on 5 hits. Reading 3 runs on 3 hits. Fightins have used the long ball today with Josh Occamy. And Portland has chipped in a little small ball. A called strike 3, an aggressive ring up by Tresiak. Puts out number 2 on the board here for Tyler McKay as David Hamilton is caught looking. And now Cedon Rafaela will come up here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. He's 1 for 2, a triple and a strikeout. He's certainly been the man of the series so far for the Portland Sea Dogs. He bounces it up the middle. On the run in is Jonathan Guzman, a split by Josh Occamy, and they get it. Man, those 2 have been on point today. A 1-2-3 by Tyler McKay puts another 0 on the scoreboard, and the Arphils keep their lead, and quickly they're back to bat in the bottom of the 5th, leading 3-2.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Josh Occamy's 3-run blast in the bottom of the 4th inning puts the Arphils on top, 3-2. Tyler McKay came up with a quick 1-2-3 top of the 5th, and he sat down the Fightin' Phils quickly, so Reading is all the way up to bat again with Jonathan Guzman, Hunter Marquart, and Salgazzo. Guzman takes the first pitch strike. Ryan Van Bell still out on the mound. For the Portland Sea Dogs, 64 pitches under his belt. There is somebody stretching for Portland in their bullpen. Here's the 1-1 from Van Bell. It's in the dirt. Reading in their Arphil throwbacks black R-Train jerseys today. I think this is the fan favorite jersey with the home white pants and the matching R-Train black cap. Portland in their road grays today. Guzman over to third and on to first. A ground ball puts out number 1 on the board. Here's Hunter Marquart, who popped up to the first baseman. Here's his second at-bat of the contest. Shall we check in on the Phillies real quick? I think we should. Phillies leading 7-0, end of 3. Zach Wheeler has tossed 3 clean innings of work. Lehigh Valley trails Buffalo 1-0. They're in the top of the 4th at Coca-Cola Park. Righty on lefty matchup. Hunter sends this to the second baseman on 2 hops. Sogard goes over to first, and back-to-back ground balls have 2 outs on the board. Here is Sal Gazzo with 2 away. Gazzo, the switch hitter, is going to bat from the left side against the righty Van Bell. Two balls, no strikes. Sal chases a pitch. 2-1 here. Sun is beginning to set here in America's Classic Ballpark. Gazzo goes after a changeup, and it's 2-2. Sal popped up to third base his first time up. Steps back in the lefty batter's box. Van Bell comes home. And a swing and a miss by Sal ties him up for strike number 3, and the R-Phils go down in order. They lead 3-2 as we head into the top of the 6th, and it looks like we'll see Matt Sealander in just a moment for the R-Phils.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Heading into the top of the 6th inning here at America's Classic Ballpark, your R-Phils lead 3-2, and Matt Sealander looks to keep it that way as he comes out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Here to face Pedro Castillanos, Hudson Potts, and Tyrique Reed as he deals a first pitch strike to Castellanos. He's 1 for 2 today, driving in one of Portland's 2 runs back in the 3rd inning. 0-2, he gets him and he misses below the knees. Matt Sealander has been one of the most useful and in different situations too parts of the bullpen for the R-Phils this summer. He has really settled in his first season with Philadelphia. He's no stranger to the Eastern League, has played in Richmond before and was with the Pirates as he misses upstairs 2-2, but he comes in all different situations. High leverage for an inning, for 2 innings, early in the game, late in the game, and we see him here to start off the top of the 6th. And a swinging strike gets Castellanos down and out for number 1 here in the 6th. Sealander starts it off with a K, and he'll pass the bat over to Hudson Potts with 1 away.
First baseman number 11, Hudson Potts.
Another righty batter here takes the ball from the righty Matt Sealander. Drives this down the right field line, but it's just a foot to the right, and it's foul. And that will give Sealander a strike here. And Potts will have to go back into that righty batter's box. Looks like he had to get maybe a different bat here as he comes back in with a 1-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The R-Phils lead 3 runs on 3 hits. Portland 2 runs on 5 hits. It's been a close contest here. Both of their teams putting all their runs in this same half frame. Potts chases a 94-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs. And he's down 1-2. Overhead comes Matty Sealander, and it just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dropped his 94-mile-an-hour pitch all the way to 80. And the count evens here. Infield, outfield, back deep. Just a 1-run contest. And the Fightin' Phils are on top. Sealander from the right side, just below the knees, and it's full. Somebody warming up in the bullpen for Portland. They are probably going to move on from their starter, Van Bell, here. Maybe he'll come out to start the inning. Has 75 pitches under his belt, but first Sealander's got to get us through the top of the 6th. Already 1 out on the board. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up, shallow right field. It's going to drop in. Acuna was going back for it. Marquart was coming in, but it was really just no man's land. And there's a hit to continue the frame as Hudson Potts makes his way safely to first. Here is Tyrique Reed. Reed has been on twice today. A single and a hit by pitch. Hasn't gotten farther than second base. Sent into right field. Foul. Reed certainly has a lot of power on him. He's the designated hitter today. Has struggled a little bit more this season, but once he connects, does a lot of damage. Comes up and in the righty batter's box. A runner on first, just 1 away. Seal kicks and fires home off speed, and Reed is late to the pitch for strike 2. Sky high foul ball. It'll come into the stands and it'll keep his 0-2 count. Looked like they were trying to do a hit and run as Potts came off the bag, but he has to go back. He connected. He just hit it foul, and it's not exactly what you're trying to do. Reed chases an offering, and he gets a piece of it to continue. Wind pushing from right to left out of the ballpark here. Reed has a bend in both of his legs, leaning back on his right side. No balls and 2 strikes. Sealander loops one into the zone, and a called strike 3 for Tyrique Reed. And he knows that as he shuffles some dirt in the batter's box, maybe says a word there to the umpire. As he heads back into the dugout, he'll take out number 2 with him. And here is Christian Koss. Strike number 1 here to Christian Koss. Sealander has had 2 Ks in this frame. He allowed a hit to Hudson Potts, who's down on first. But there's 2 outs now as Christian Koss takes a ball below the knees. Sealander looking for a different call from Jack Conley back behind the plate. Now they agree on a sign. Here's the offering, checking his swing. They asked did he go around to the first base umpire Acosta, who is the crew chief down there. But he doesn't, and it's 2-1. Checks his swing again, but he doesn't go around, and now the count moves to 3-1. Portland 2 runs on 6 hits, Reading 3 runs on 3 hits. Top of the 6th. Sealander trying to get out of it clean. Just got a runner on first and 2 away. Pops this up. Shallow left center, charging is Jalen Ortiz, and he makes the catch on the run, and that'll do it. Matt Sealander strands a base runner on and puts his team back up in the bottom of the 6th. Reading keeps their 3-2 lead. Into the bottom of the 6th we go here at America's Classic Ballpark. Reading leads 3-2. And Vito Friescha will start us off at the top of the order. Jack Conley and Jalen Ortiz also due up as we head to the bullpen for the Portland Sea Dogs. Jacob Wallace comes out as Brian Van Bell, the starter, done after 5 innings of work. Another righty here for Portland, the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner to Vito Friescha, 1-1. Vito had a hit and a run scored back in the 4th. He actually started off all the action for the Fightins in that inning. Friescha singled, Occamy singled, and they all came home on Occamy's 3-run home run to lead. Portland got their 2 runs on a little bit of small ball in the 2nd, and that's where the scoring has stopped. We're in the bottom of the 6th, so Reading looking to tack on some more run support here for their bullpen pitching staff today as Friescha takes a ball upstairs, 3-1. Friescha takes ball 4, and he's going to jog down to first on a free pass. He's going to start off the Fightin' Phils with a runner on and nobody out here for Jack Conley. Well, Friescha started off everything last time. See if he can start things on this time. Conley from the right side here, his first time seeing Wallace. Comes all the way across the plate, down in the dirt. A good stop by Cole Cottom. He's really been working it back behind the dish tonight. A ball and a strike here to Jack Conley. He's 0 for 2 today. Just looking to move Vito over into scoring position if he can. The 1-1 drilled out to left field, up at the deck, and it is gone. A moonshot from Jack Conley puts another 2 runs on the board for the Fightins, and they lead 5-2. That's his 2nd home run of the series as he points to the bullpen and high fives manager Sean Williams. Reading has used the long ball to their advantage today. 2nd level of the deck. And Jack Conley puts the Fightin' Phils on top 5-2. Here's Jalen Ortiz with a clear base pass, but nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. That's Jack's 4th home run of the season, 2nd here in this series. Jalen takes a swinging strike. On 3 straight pitches, he's down for the count, and there's out number 1 here in the 6th. For your cleanup hitter, Logan Occamy. Logan 1 for 2 in today's contest. Got some early work in at the park today. Hitting coach Tyler Henson, Sean Williams out there, a couple of the players coming in a little bit early to hit on field. As Logan punches one foul, down 0-1. Infield, outfield, back deep. As Fightin' Phils fans are excited when they see some offensive action. They now lead 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Occamy takes the ball outside. Phil's number 4 prospect, and just moving into that 100 spot on the prospect list for MLB Pipeline today. So very exciting, getting the credit he deserves as he takes a ball in the dirt. 2-1. The wind really pushing right to left now. Occamy loves that picnic deck out there as well. Bat on his shoulder. Down at the waist, here comes Wallace. And Logan sends this into the dugout foul. Time is called. Logan's going to step out for a minute, make sure that cattle herder is closed on the first base side. He'll step back in the batter's box with 2 balls and 2 strikes, just 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Leaning all the way over is Wallace, his right arm dangling. Now he comes set in his glove. Takes a deep breath, the 2-2. Logan drills this out to left field. Stay fair! And it's foul. Oh, man. That had the distance. It's just got to come over 1 foot to the right. We'll step back in the batter's box with the same count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on the base paths here. Wallace coming home is outside. Logan holds off, and the count is full. People in the deck anxiously waiting. The payoff pitch. And Occamy goes down a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. There's 2 for Jacob Wallace, and here is Josh Occamy. Occamy already had a 3-run home run in today's contest. Come up for the left side for the first time against Wallace. That home run was back against Van Bell. And he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Josh, swinging strike. 1-1 the count here. Sent his home run way over the pool onto the roof there. This time he takes a ball down and away. Crowd has seen the fireworks on the field tonight from the R Phils. They're waiting anxiously for the ones post-game, thanks to International Fireworks of Douglasville, setting out for them down in left field. As Occamy takes a ball below the knees, 3-1 the count. They shoot off all of our fireworks, all 33 shows this summer. Here's the 3-1 from Wallace. It's ball 4 inside, and Josh Occamy is going to walk down to first on a free pass to continue this inning. That is Josh's 49th walk, leading the Eastern League by quite a few. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Lance Carter, as he comes out. The catcher coming out as well. And up to bat is Kevin Vicuña here with a runner on first and 2 outs. Reading has already plated 2 runs. That was Jack Conley's 2-run home run to start off this inning, scoring Vito Freesia, who walked to get down there. And Kevin Vicuña will step back in as the meeting at the mound is over with a runner on first and 1 away. Kevin is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball, but a chance to keep the inning moving and the line moving for the R Phils as he sends 1 foul and takes the first pitch strike. Josh Occamy shuffles off the bag at first. He's had 2 stolen bases this season, and now Portland's got somebody up in the bullpen and working here. This is down and away. Good block by Cottom to keep it in front of him. Josh stays at first. That was pitch number 25 out of Jacob Wallace. Vicuña sends this down the right field line, foul. It's going to end up on the plaza netting. Rolls all the way onto the roof. A ball and 2 strikes here to Kevin Vicuña with a runner on first. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The R-Phils lead 5-2. And they'd love to keep going. Kevin tied up on the inside, and that will do it here in the 6th. But they tack on 2 more. Jack Conley with a 2-run bomb down the left field line makes it 5-2. Top of the 7th we go here in Baseball Town.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Here we go into the top of the 7th. Reading tacked on another 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning with Jack Conley's 2-run blast. So now they lead 5-2 over the Portland Sea Dogs. Matt Sealander comes out for his 2nd inning of work. He'll see the 7 through 9 batters in Dearden, Cottam, and Sogard. Sealander allowed just 1 hit in the 6th, but was able to get out of the inning clean. And Dearden takes back-to-back balls to start off his at-bat. Great crowd here in Baseball Town as the sun begins to set. Baseball under the lights here on a beautiful Thursday night in Reading, Pennsylvania. Sealander gets a line drive off the bat of Tyler Dearden, and it drops in front of Hunter Marquart for a base hit. And Portland is going to start on with a runner here and nobody out for Cole Cottam.
Hunter Marquart's been busy out there today, to say the least, and some of them have just dropped a few too many steps in front of him for him to catch up to it. And he is one of the fastest guys on the team, so it's just unfortunate that those balls are landing where they are.
Yeah, no man's land out there in, between right field and shallow and deep in the infield. And Vicuña's gone back for a couple as well, and Marquart comes in, but he's playing pretty deep out there, and sometimes, the bloopers just drop in. But Reading's done a good job with runners on to be able to leave them there. And this is sent up the right field line into the Reading Fightin' Phils bullpen foul. And Sealander gets ahead in the count, 0-2 over Cole Cottam. They had that really good double play ball that Josh Occamy turned in the 2nd. Got a couple of foul outs up in the air that were pretty impressive. And we'll see if Sealander can work with a runner on first. And nobody out here. He's got Cole Cottam 0-2. The righty sets up above the chest. Here's the offering. Another fly ball. This one stays up in the air. Marquart and Vicuña racing over. It's going to be over the tarp. Even if they had got there in time, I don't think they would have been able to get to it, although Vicuña dives on the tarp. I think they lost the ball back there.
He got on his horse to make that run. What a hustle by Kevin and by Hunter, too. They were both over there. Either one of them could have made the play if the ball was a few inches closer to the field. But as you just said before, Emily, the team's been doing a good job of getting outs on foul balls. And as we saw yesterday, can't leave outs on the field.
The Phils do have a lot of space in foul territory because they have the bullpens down the right and left field line as Sealander misses in the dirt 1 and 2. A lot of teams will have smaller foul territory, but Reading has to because of the bullpens. And so that does create a lot of playing area to make some extra grabs. And not only does that help the Fightin' Phil's defense, but of course it does help the opponent's defense. So you have to be aware of that when playing here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 by Sealander. Again, a fly ball down the right field line. Hunter Marquart ranging in foul territory. He jumps up, makes the catch, and he falls over the fence. Did he catch it? He did. Is he okay down there? That's my follow-up question. Hunter Marquart makes a fantastic play. The security's over there.
Everyone's going down to check on him right now.
Rolled right over the fence, and now the trainer, Andy Dodson, is hustling down. The manager, Sean Williams, as well. I mean, Hunter Marquart laid himself out. He gets the cheers of the crowd. Well deserved. Let's watch this back here. You knew it was going for the corner. Hunter on the run. As he comes over, he's able to make the grab, and then his momentum just carries him right over the wall.
Incredible.
Now the trainer and the manager, Williams, down there checking him out, making sure he's still, healthy enough to stay in the game. And it looks like he is as he heads back into his position. Matt Sealander gives him a point and wave out there as he just picked up a huge out, number 1 in this inning in foul territory.
Right on cue for us today.
And the crowd cheers him on.
And you could hear a pin drop when that replay was played up there. Everybody in baseball town had their eyes glued to the scoreboard, just in awe of that play by Hunter Marquart.
Put his body on the line there for the first out of the 7th. And now I guess there's some discussion with the manager. Did he actually how can we tell if he made the catch when he went over the wall? But I mean, he had the ball in his glove before he went over the wall. It was just the momentum that he couldn't stop himself in time. And obviously the manager, Epperson, isn't going to get the answer he's looking for, so we'll head back out. Tagging up and going to second was Tyler Dearden, so that's a pretty heads-up play by the Portland base runner. He'll move into scoring position, but the Phils do have one out on the board.
And speaking of that, Hunter did chuck that ball out of the corner pretty quickly. You could tell the wheels were turning up there.
He was not playing around. Sogar bumps this back into the net, and there's strike number 1. He's walking back and forth out there, pacing a little bit, so he seems okay. You're talking about his speed, Alexis. He's showing it off right there for us.
Absolutely.
Sealander leans over. He gets the sign. Pitch number 30 coming in, but time is called by Sogard. He's going to step out. He'll keep his left foot in the exact spot he wanted in the lefty batter's box. Sealander was taking too long, so he steps out. Now he's taking too long for Sealander. Everybody trying to throw off everybody's rhythm here. And Matt comes home above the letters 1 and 1.
Jack was ready to fire that one down there.
That kind of play, obviously important for out number 1, but it revs the team up. When you see a guy that's willing to do that for his team here in a close contest, I mean, it fires you up. It makes you want to do the same. And we'll see if the Phils can get out of this inning clean. They lead 5-2. Matt misses upstairs, and it's 2 and 1. We're in the top of the 7th inning here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Sea Dogs got on top first, scoring 2 runs in the 3rd on a stolen base and an RBI single by Pedro Castillanos. But Reading has been kind of using all of the momentum since. They had Josh Occamy's 3-run blast and then Jack Conley's 2-run shot to lead 5-2. And now we see a quick meeting on the mound as Jack and Matt discussing here the pitches that they want to go with. Reading is warming somebody up in the bullpen. Maybe McKinley Moore down there. And now the home plate umpire, Tresiak, is going to come and break up this meeting on the mound. I don't know what it is they're talking about down there.
They are not ready to end that conversation just yet.
Tresiak standing right in the middle of both of them saying, let's wrap this up. And now, Conley gives him a pat on the back. Sealander stretching out his right arm. And Jack will head back behind the plate. 2 balls and a strike, the count here. Signs a bunt there by Sogard. He pulls back, and that misses outside 3-1. That's fouled back into the net behind home plate. Dark skies out to our left. I know the rain was supposed to hold off until about 9 or so.
It certainly did feel out there earlier pregame like there was a little bit of rain in the air, but it has held off so far. It felt really nice out here on the field earlier before the game started.
Sealander deals a line drive. Vicuña, is going to double up at second. And Dearden is down as he flips it over to Guzman. That's the second time we've seen that line drive double play. Vicuña catches it right at his feet, and a soft toss over to second. Guzzi covering. They knew they got him. And that'll do it as we get clean through the 7th stretch time here at the ballpark. On to the bottom half. Your Fightin' Phils lead 5-2.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
A great 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark as your R-Phils come back in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-2. A fantastic line drive double play. Vicuña and Guzman tying up the Portland Sea Dogs base runners. And they end the 7th without getting any runs across. And, of course, we can't forget about Hunter Marquart's diving play. So Reading will send up Jonathan Guzman, Hunter Marquart, and Sal Gazzo here for the bottom of the 7th inning. It looks like we might see a pinch hitter in Chris Sharp, maybe just giving Marquart a breather after that play.
It looked like he trotted back to the clubhouse at the end of that inning.
They take concussion protocol very seriously, evaluate him. We're not saying anything. Obviously, he stayed in the game, so he was good enough to do that. And we'll update you, of course, if we can. But, just going to put in Chris in there. He's certainly done his job as Jonathan Guzman bumps this foul, and the count moves 2-2.
I think we should submit that to Sports Center.
Oh, we are. We are putting it on ESPN.
If you're listening, Hunter Marquart.
Tune in. If anybody knows anybody at ESPN that's tuning in, you send that clip right there. Guzman fouls this back to stay alive. 2-2 the count. Guzzi back in the righty batter's box. A pitching change for the Portland Sea Dogs as Jonathan sends another one foul. This is Dylan Spakey on the mound. They gave Jacob Wallace just 1 inning of work. And Guzman is really fighting off Spakey. He drives it into left center, coming over, but it's going to drop in. Thinking about taking 2, he turns up quick and dives back into first safely. Good call there.
They didn't throw the ball right away, the infield of the Sea Dogs, but if they would have, it would have been a tight play at first base, but ended up being the right decision for Guzman to stay at first base and make sure that the R-Phils lead off this inning with somebody on base to try and add to this
when
lead.
It comes in with such velo, it comes off with such velo, and I think he hit it so strong that he couldn't take 2 with the double. But you're right, he gets himself a leadoff runner on, and that's exactly what you're trying to do here. So we'll see a pinch hitter in Chris Sharp here, and Sharp, of course, can totally go out and play right field. After this bat, he'll step in on the right side with Guzman on first, and he holds off on a ball in the dirt. Chris snapped his on-base streak last night. He had up to 6 games trailing back to June 4th, combining a couple of hits and a couple of walks. So we'll start it all over today as he gets his first at-bat of the game. Spakey comes way outside this time, 2-0. Guzman out on first. He's stolen 4 bases this season. I think if something were to get past Cottom, he'd certainly go. Spakey kind of leans over at the waist, and he deals a little sidearm. Bumps Chris Sharp out of the batter's box as he has to avoid being hit by a pitch. And now the count is 3-0 here with a runner on first and nobody out. So we watch Spakey. He's got the ball in his right hand back behind his back. Now he bends over, he stands tall, his left foot, and his release is about a 45-degree angle as he hits the end of the strike zone, 3-1.
Just wonder if he can throw the ball faster that way rather than coming over the top. They just have so much analysis tools these days that they can use to see how fast pitchers can throw the ball at each position.
Especially at that bend in the hips with the slot being different, but it's led him to throw a lot of balls outside. And Chris Sharp is going to jog down to first on a free pass here. That'll push Jonathan Guzman into scoring position, and now they'll have a meeting at the mound here as everybody from the infield comes in, and you'll see Lance Carter, the pitching coach, walking out. If you're watching on the screen, if you're not, it's Lance Carter walking out. That's the pitching coach. He'll come in with a meeting on the mound here as Sal Gazzo, the switch hitter, looks like he's going to bat from the left side. Get 30 seconds per meeting at the mound. Somebody is warming up for the Portland Sea Dogs, so sometimes these mound visits are to get the pitcher right, give advice, give them a minute to breathe, or it's to give the bullpen guy a little bit more time to warm up. We'll see how many more batters they give him as he's at just 12 pitches here, but he's allowed both to reach. And after Salgazzo, we go back to the top of the order. The R-Phils do lead 5-2 as we merge into the back part of this ball game. And Reading certainly got the momentum here, I would say.
A little bit methodical, I see, with the mound visits. I never thought of that, but I guess it makes sense because, you know, this guy went from more of a long toss down to the Sea Dogs bullpen to throwing some, what looks like to be live game action pitches.
Spakey comes home to Gazzo, and he tries to lay down a bunt, but he's hit by a pitch. And that's certainly not what you want right out of a mound visit. Sal Gazzo is going to take first after being hit. And Reading will load the bases there. Guzman to third, Marquart to second. And of course Sal on first, and that is, Sharp on second. And that's arguably your all speed team on the bases here.
Gotta love it. Get everybody home with one
And now we're
swing of
back
the bat.
to the top of the order with Vito Friscia. Yeah, if anybody is certainly up to do it, it's these next four guys. Reading will take any amount of runs here. They lead 5-2, but no lead is ever big enough. As Vito steps in the first base side, he takes, the righty batter's box. I don't know what I'm saying there. The righty batter's box, he takes strike one. He's been on twice today, a single and a walk. He scored twice. Vito with an open stance here to Dylan Spakey. Bases loaded for the Fightin' Phils. Fouls it back into the net. 0-2.
Crowd wants some more runs. All the clapping sounds.
Everyone would love some offense here. The Phils have already had a couple of grand slams, 3 on the season, one by Ortiz, Occamy, and Corridor each. Vito Friscia an opportunity here with nobody out and the bases loaded. Spakey sets up, but time is called and Vito steps out. Friscia's had 8 home runs this season. A grand slam is really just a home run, just that the bases happen to be loaded.
It's just a little
just
more
a
special.
I mean, it's just a home run. And then the bases happen to be loaded, and it's kind of freaking awesome. He holds off on a ball upstairs, 1-2 the count. It's Guzman, Sharp, and Gazzo left to right across the diamond. Friscia takes one inside, and he's bumped back 2-2. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Jack Conley. And Jalen Ortiz is in the hole. So the Phils at the heart of their order here. Friscia in the righty batter's box. Time is called. Pitcher wipes some sweat off his forehead.
Wonderful.
No outs here. Bottom of the 7th, the Phils lead 5-2. The bases are loaded with Fightins. Here's the 2-2 to Friscia above the letters. It's a full count. There's no place to put him. There is no place to put him.
Certainly take a walk here, too. Or is this gentleman
somebody
wants
in
it
the
a
crowd
base
wants
hit?
a base hit? Sir, that's all you want?
We want a little more than that.
Here's the payoff pitch. Friscia bumps it foul. He'll get to go again.
So many long counts here, long at-bats.
Fightin' Phils have done
off.
a really good job of working the pitch counts of these pitchers and pushing them out of the game. And you're right, it really has worked in the Phils' favor tonight as Friscia steps back in with the bases loaded. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the payoff pitch to Friscia. He fouls it back. That was number 7 of the at-bat.
They've been patient tonight, and it's paid off.
Friscia's certainly a patient hitter at the plate. We were talking yesterday about how his dad told him, if you're a good hitter, it doesn't matter if you don't hit your pitch.
That's
so he's
very
learned
true.
to wait out the proper one. Once again, the payoff pitch, but he takes strike 3 on an off-speed offering by Spakey, and there's out number 1 here. But the bases are still loaded for the Fightin' Phils, and here is Jack Conley, who's already had 1 long ball today. Why not 2?
We'd love a second.
I think he would too. He's already had 2 in this series, so you know he's having a good time out there, and I think manager Chad Epperson has seen enough here from Dylan Spakey. He's going to come out, the infield's going to come in, and I think they're going to take the ball away from the reliever and will give whoever is coming out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen a chance to warm up here. The Phils have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. Jack Conley due up in a moment, and they lead 5-2.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Well, the R-Phils have got some juices flowing here in the bottom of the 7th. They've got Jonathan Guzman on 3rd, Chris Sharp on 2nd, and Sal Gazzo on 1st. With 1 out, Jack Conley is up at the plate, and a pitching change for the Portland Sea Dogs as Chase Shugart comes out in the bottom of the 7th, and Jack Conley's going to drop this in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Sharp coming around the play at the plate. There's nothing. And Jack Conley with a 2 RBI single puts the Fightin' Phils on top 7-2.
And Chris Sharp got on his horse running from second base. He almost caught Guzman coming around third base as he crossed home plate. They both had it in their minds that they were getting home and scoring 2 runs. And Jack was not patient on that pitch, but he knew that's the one that he wanted. And good job to him for dropping it in just in front of
Conley,
the left fielder.
A 4 RBI game, his first of the season, which is very impressive here. And Jalen Ortiz is going to come up with 2 on and just 1 out. And you're right, all props to Chris Sharp there for driving in the extra run. You never know when that 1 is going to be the one that you end up needing.
We could be talking about that at the end of this game. Hopefully not. But
Conley on 1st, Gazzo on 2nd. And Jalen Ortiz up at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts today. He takes a ball and a strike to start off the at-bat. Shugart is only responsible for Jack Conley on 1st. Sal Gazzo and the other batters that scored tracked back to Dylan Spakey. But of course, as a team member, you also care about the other runners scoring. But I'm talking about his final stat line. The righty, an open stance. Ortiz got the bat on his shoulder. Here's the 1-1. It's a called strike on the outside, 97 from Shugart. 25-year-old out of Bridge City, Texas. Making his Double-A debut this season. 12th round pick back in 2018. Here's the 1-2. Ortiz checks his swing, trying to avoid being hit, and he takes it for a strike. A little frustrated there as he slowly walks back into the dugout without number 2. And here is Logan Ohapi with 2 runners on and 2 outs, trying to get some more damage across for the Fightin' Phils. He's already had 1 hit today, but he struck out twice, and he'll step in the righty batter's box with another opportunity here.
He nearly crushed a home run of his own earlier today, but it was, in that gray area, just foul.
Takes a breaking ball that breaks way too far for ball number 1. I got to give credit to Cole Cottom here back behind the plate. He has caught a lot of wild offerings by his pitching staff here. Gazzo on 2nd, Conley on 1st. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A swinging strike by Logan evens the count at 1 apiece. That wind still blowing from right to left across the field. The fans, they probably came, let's be honest, they probably came for the post-game fireworks show.
Absolutely.
But they've seen the on-field fireworks show today. So Fightin' Phils have done a lot of damage. Rogue baseball from the bullpen gets on the field. We take a little bit of a pause. And now Logan Ohapi settles back in the righty batter's box. Shugart, glove at the chest. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Let's recap how this inning went. Jonathan Guzman led off with a base hit. Chris Sharp walked, and Gazzo was hit by a pitch to load the bases. After 1 out, Jack Conley drove in 2 runs with his RBI single. Reading leads 7-2 as Logan takes a pitch above the letters. And now that's how there's 2 runners on and 2 outs here for Logan Ohapi as he looks to get on base or bring a couple runs in. Shugart deals. That's a called strike outside, very close to being ball 4. But instead, the count is full here to Logan Occamy. In a high leverage situation, I don't think there's anybody else you'd rather have up. The payoff pitch, runner's going. And Logan strikes out swinging, but Jack Conley puts 2 more runs on the board. Your R-Phils lead 7-2 as we head into the top of the 8th here in Baseball Town. We're going to take a quick break and allow the reliever for the Fightins to come in just a moment.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Born ready.
Top of the 8th inning here in Baseball Town. Your Fightin' Phils tacked on 2 more thanks to Jack Conley, so they lead 7-2, and they're starting to blow this game wide open to the Portland Sea Dogs. They'll send in McKinley Moore out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, and I have a different voice on my air here. It is Chris from the Helping Company. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate you having me on again.
David Hamilton will start off as McKinley Moore will see the top of the order in Hamilton, Rafaela, and Castellanos. He sends in the first pitch ball. So you've been on the air before. You know what we do here, and I know what you do. But if we have a new crop of fans listening in, we'll talk about it a little bit. I think it's the most appropriate time because, there's been a couple hailstorms around lately. They were calling for a tornado tonight. I mean, we don't want these things.
Yeah,
we don't want them.
Obviously, we don't want any tornadoes happening, but if we do have a hailstorm,
the Helping Company is there to help.
Oh, we're always there to help. Obviously, we don't want a tornado coming through here, but if there is any storm-related damage, we're the company to call. We do specialize in insurance claims. There's been a bunch of different local hailstorms happening in the last couple months. We've got a bunch of calls in, so we've been helping out some local people.
Mother Nature.
Hey, Mother Nature, some people like her, some people don't.
Not in that instance. The 2 balls and 2 strikes here. McKinley Moore sets up, glove at the waist. He's reached 97 with his fastball as he comes home inside. Checked his swing, but he doesn't go around. Well, we like Mother Nature tonight here at the ballpark. She's given us a beautiful night. I mean, it is perfect out. We've got a good crowd here in Baseball Town. The rain held off for us. The Fightin' Phils are winning. I don't think we could ask for anything more. But if for some reason she's a little angry, and some hail comes out of the sky. Chris can help you out. McKinley Moore deals high heat, 97, and he strikes out David Hamilton to start off the 8th. That's a good way to bring the momentum. And here is Zidane Rafaela. So you guys help with storm damage. You also kind of do roofing specialty as well. That's something you dabble in?
Yeah, we specialize in roofing. We do siding, interior work as well. We do the mold remediation, water remediation. So any sort of insurance work, residential work for construction, we do a little bit of everything.
Kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah, one-stop shop, I put it that way.
Swinging strike by Rafaela on an 88-mile-an-hour pitch brings him down 0-1. So you guys do everything there. You help with storm damage. But my favorite part is it's a local company. So your founder, Travis, Governor Mifflin grad, you're a Governor Mifflin guy?
Yes, I'm a Governor Mifflin grad. Everybody in our company minus one
Here's
guy
the 0-2
right now.
Fouled back. Just where did he go?
To be honest with you, I don't know. We're gonna have to ask
He's a
him.
Mifflin grad. We'll just pretend.
Yeah,
Honorary.
we'll count him in. We'll grandfather him in as he should be called.
So a local company. These guys are here to help you. McKinley Moore gets another foul ball out of Rafaela. He's dealing the velocity tonight. He keeps him 0-2. So you're able to provide, the best service around Berks County and surrounding eastern Pennsylvania. And something you guys pride yourself in is affordability.
Yeah, affordability is one thing just because we are local. So,
The 0-2, a wild swing out of Rafaela as he takes 98 upstairs, almost loses his helmet. And McKinley Moore gets back-to-back Ks for 2 outs. So because you're local,
they're not going to give me much time to talk tonight, are they?
They're having a blast down there today.
No immaculate innings, but
I know, I wish. I've only ever seen one with my eyes.
2 the other night in one game by the same team.
Oh, but not us. Here's Pedro Castillanos. It's 1 for 3 today. Moore deals outside, 1-0. So because you're local, you guys can have fairer pricing.
Yeah, we do free estimates. It's becoming hard because of the gas prices, but because we are local, we can still kind of save people on the estimates and give them a good price as well.
Here's the 1-1 ground ball up the middle. It's going to get in. Infield was playing straight up there, and Castellanos just took it right through the gap. He thinks about second. He hesitated a little bit, but throwing the ball back in is Jalen Ortiz. And the inning continues with a runner on first. And nobody out here for Hudson Potts. Would you like to take Hudson Potts? You did a batter last time.
Oh, yeah, I'll take Hudson Potts. So Hudson Potts up the bat. What position to play? First base here for the visiting team. 0-0 pitch. Goes high. Past the catcher. Guy on second. 0-1 here.
Pass ball allows Castellanos to move over to second. A tough play by Jack Conley, but he did a good stop in the backstop, not letting it get too far away. And Castellanos gets himself into scoring position.
And I'll fix my mistake. That's 1-0.
That's okay. 1-0. 1-0 here. And now Jack Conley's going to take a minute to come out to McKinley Moore. He's been in the game the whole time, so he's seen what the batters of Portland are kind of chasing today, and he's going to go out there, offer some quick advice, and Moore is going to come back on the first base side of the rubber. He's already got 2 outs with the 2 strikeouts, but there is a runner in scoring position. Reading leads 7-2, and Hudson Potts steps back in the righty batter's box.
And a swing and a miss, so 1-1 the count. Guy on second. 7-2 is the score here in the 8th.
Good guys, 7-2 good guys.
7-2 good guys, always the good guys.
McKinley Moore drops his fastball, which was 97-98, down to 84 with the off-speed pitch, and it absolutely fooled Hudson Potts.
Ball in dirt. 2-1 the count now here to Hudson Potts.
Top of the 8th here at America's Classic Ballpark. The fans have stuck around tonight. I mean, it's a nice night. School's out for the summer. Post-game fireworks. I mean, it's everything you could ever dream of.
Yeah, I mean, the fireworks here are probably the best in the area, so
They
having
are
them
the
all
best.
the time.
They are.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss, so 2-2 the count.
94 out of McKinley Moore here. He's got some fans down in the crowd that love to see his high velocity. And he evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Pedro Castillanos is trickling around the bag, but I think Moore's really more focused on the batter here.
Yeah, I think so. He's going to get this last strike and finish the inning off. Right down the middle. Strike 3 for the Reading Fightins here.
Treziak rings him up back behind the plate, and Hudson Potts is in awe of the pitch. McKinley Moore gets the job done, stranding a runner on, and Reading will take their 7-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Your R. Phil's looking for some more offense in just a moment. Reading already leads 7-2 here, and they're going to try to tack some more on in the bottom of the 8th inning as Josh Occamy will start us off, Kevin Vicuña and Jonathan Guzman. McKinley Moore, fantastic top of the 8th to sat down the Portland Sea Dogs. And now they'll just have 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Of course, Reading, the home team, will have the bottom half if they need it. Hopefully they won't. They can increase their lead right now if possible. As Josh Occamy comes up 1 for 2 today with a 3-run home run and a walk in the contest. He takes a first pitch strike as Caleb Simpson comes out of the Alvernia University bullpen here for the Portland Sea Dogs, and a lot of pitchers used on either side in today's contest. Reading knew that. They know they were going in with a bullpen game. That's kind of how it works. Portland, I think, was expecting a little bit more out of Van Bell as Occamy fouls it off his shin. And Cole Cottom helps him get back up.
What a nice guy.
Gets some claps from the crowd as he tries to walk it off. This is Portland's 2, 4, 5 pitchers. Math. The umpire giving Josh some extra time. He's wiping off the dirt across the plate. He walked out a new ball to the pitcher. And Josh seems like he's going to stay in. As he grabs his bat, he'll step back in the lefty batter's box with a 1-2 count. Life is good here at the ballpark tonight. Portland got an early lead 2-0 after 3, but Reading put on 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, and then 2 more in the 7th to take a 7-2 lead. The righty deals inside. Josh holds off, trying to avoid the pitch, and it's 2-2. Shall we check around the league?
Interested to see
Philadelphia leading 9-1 over the Washington Nationals. Zach Wheeler still in the bottom of the 7th.
As he should be.
Occamy fouls another one off himself. Bad luck there, but he seems okay this time. We knew that the Phillies put up 7 in the 3rd. Well, they added 2 more in the 4th. Kyle Schwarber, another home run, 18 on the season. The Nationals' only run coming from Josh Bell's solo shot. And they are in the bottom of the 7th at Nats Park. Lehigh Valley trails 3-1. They're in the top of the 9th at Coca-Cola, so they'll have the bottom half to try to do some damage. As Occamy late to the pitch, and there is strike at number 3, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Vicuña comes up with 1 out on the board. He's 0 for 3. Just 1 of 2 are Phil's starting 9 not to reach at all in today's contest.
One more chance to do some damage here.
Fouls back the first pitch he sees. Jersey Shore beating Aberdeen 9-4. They are home as well. Herbert Iser had a home run. Easton Wilson, RBI. Johan Rojas, a sac fly. DJ Stewart, his 5th home run of the season. I mean, I could go on. And Rojas, his 31st stolen base of the season. That's 31 for 31, which is very impressive for the Blue Claw, as Vicuña takes the ball outside, 1-0. Back to our game here. The R-Phils lead 7-2, just 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Kevin drives this to the shortstop, backhanded Hamilton across the diamond. And there's 2 for Jonathan Guzman.
Have we talked about Tyler Henson's little boy at all yet today?
We have talked about him making an appearance as the bat boy. So if you're watching and you notice 2 bat boys out there, we've got one in training tonight. It's our hitting coach, Tyler Henson's son, Breyer. He was out last night. He's back out tonight. And he's doing a pretty good job down there.
Absolutely. I mean, the bats may be taller than him, but he carries them as well as the balls, and he's doing a really good job.
He told me earlier that the balls are actually harder to chase down because the bat is usually going to be right by the plate. But sometimes those foul balls are everywhere. He's got to run all over the place as Jonathan Guzman takes a ball. And then another ball.
Bat boy on the other side will get this one, though.
Usually a home bat boy and one on the visiting side as well, just to kind of keep things moving. You don't want too much delay in the contest. Guzman steps in the right side, 2-0 the count. He chases 95, 2-1. Guzzi 1 for 3 in the contest. A single to start off the 7th. Ended up coming home on Jack Conley's RBI. Takes this to the shortstop. Throws it over the head of Potts. He's able to grab it out of the sky and bring it down in time to tag Guzzi out. A 1-2-3 frame for the Fightin' Phils as they go down in order onto the top of the 9th. They lead by 5, and McKinley Moore will get another frame here to try to close out this game. Top of the 9th in just a moment here at America's Classic Ballpark.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Here we go into the top of the 9th inning here at America's Classic Ballpark. The R-Phils lead 7-2. And the Sea Dogs will have 3 more outs here against McKinley Moore. And here's Alexis Yoder with the play-by-play.
Tyrique Reed leading it off for the Sea Dogs. First pitch coming in from McKinley Moore is a little bit high. It'll start off 1-0 for the top of the 9th inning.
Moore ended up striking out the side in the 8th. Did allow a hit, but stayed tough and got the final out.
Moore comes back right down the middle for a called strike. It'll be 1-1 the count to Reed.
Just 19 pitches under his belt.
It'll be Christian Koss and Tyler Dearden batting second and third respectively following Reed. Here comes the pitch from Moore. It is grounded to the right side. Kevin Vicuña is up with it, fires over to Josh Occamy, and there is out number 1 of the top of the 9th inning. The ball was kind of chopped over to Vicuña with a little bit of pace, but he had no problem getting it up to Occamy for the first out of this inning. 1 away here for Christian Koss. He flew out to center field in his last time at the plate. And we'll see if he can get things started for the Sea Dogs here. First pitch way inside, nearly grazes him on the back from McKinley Moore. It is 1-0 the count to Koss. He's 0 for 3 today in this contest. Here comes the pitch from McKinley Moore. Swing and a miss from Koss. Count even at 1-1. Your Reading Fightin' Phils are on top of the Sea Dogs 7-2 here in the top of the 9th inning. The Sea Dogs scored 2 in the 3rd as the first runs of the game. But Reading fought back into this contest with 2 home runs, one from Josh Occamy and a second from Jack Conley. Koss fouls this one back over our heads here in the press box. It'll be 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 for Koss. He is down on strikes for the second out of this inning. Sea Dogs down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning. It'll be up to Tyler Dearden to get things started here with 2 outs for the Sea Dogs. Dearden playing left field tonight. He struck out once and then flew out to left field in 2 of his plate appearances. 1 for 3. That one is grounded back in the middle. Diving play by Vicuña. Fires over to Josh Occamy, and out is the call to end the game. What a play by Kevin Vicuña at second base to get the ender here in Baseball Town, and that is the game here. Reading Fightin' Phils claw their way back into this game after going down by 2 runs in the 3rd inning. They come back with 2 home runs, and they tack on a few more at the end of this game. Your final score here from FirstEnergy Stadium is 7-2 in favor of the R Phils, and they'll be back here in Baseball Town tomorrow night against Portland as they look to add on to their 2-1 series lead against the Sea Dogs right here at 7 o'clock in America's Classic Ballpark. That's going to do it for our broadcast here from Baseball Town. For Emily Messina and all of us here at the Reading Fightin' Phils, I'm Alexis Yoder, and have a great night.